هلا شوف الواحد يعني you can preach about something and you can sing about something. It's much easier for people to accept and absorb. يعني أنا for me I say music is an international language. You can reach out to anyone. الحمد لله مرة يعني إن شاء الله this is in our plan بس it's not لسه ما حددنا يعني كيف هنعمل إن شاء الله بس حاتي بس someone else حسين جيب.
في مسج هتبعتها لكل واحد من الأسماء اللي أنا قولها لك دي دلوقتي.
بارك الله فيك. ما شاء الله عليك. I love it. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Come and join me. Stop killing the innocent children. You will be free, inshallah. I saw those rockets and bombs shining in the sky, like drops of rain in the sun's light, taking away everyone dear to my heart, destroying my dreams in a blink of an eye. What happened to our human rights? What happened to the sanctity of life? And all those other lies. I know that I'm only a child, but is your conscience still alive? I will caress with my bare hands every precious grain of sand, every stone and every tree. 'Cause no matter what they do, they could never hurt you. 'Cause your soul will always be free. Inshallah. ماهر زي اللي ما تعرفوش. So what you know about me is that I'm a singer, I'm a Muslim. I'm يعني almost the opposite of what you see. Almost. يعني I'm a very يعني شخص بحب بس الرواب. I don't listen to music. Too much, of course. I listen, but not too much. I love family. I love family life. I love to spend time with family. I love to fishing. بحب الصيد. بحب البحر. Yeah, I love nature. And I have one thing. Alhamdulillah, I automatically do. يعني it's that I block. I put a block between me and when it comes to craziness. يعني with fans and with cameras and with that. يعني as soon as I turn away, alhamdulillah, يعني it's normal for me again. يعني when بس يعني خلاص بس يخلص الانترفيو مساء I go home I'm back. But of course it's not easy. Sometimes يعني it affects you. بس صراحة أنا for me I always think about one thing is that a talent. Alhamdulillah, Allah gave me a talent, and the talent is a gift. So it's not me myself who created it. So I don't have myself to be thankful for that. I'm a very simple guy والله. هلا إن شاء الله حابب بروح الحج إن شاء الله. And inshallah this year. So this is one of them. Yeah, inshallah. To forgive my parents, I think one of them. And guide my daughter.
How old is she now?
نعم. She's 1 year and 3 months. In March, yeah. She just learned how to act cute. يعني when she was born, I really يعني realized the miracle of creation. Really. يعني that's why أنا كتبت الأغنية My Little Girl. أول كلمة اللي إجت يعني You are a miracle. لأنه سبحان الله الواحد اللي عنده أولاد حيعرف الشيء. You're holding your child and then that's when you really pay attention even more to everything. And all the holes, you know, and like eyes and hands and fingers and feet and everything. And you see how something is like out of nothing is growing. لأنه أنا تعلمت شغلة عن الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم and he was one of them who used to help his wife يعني at home. And so at the end of the day it becomes يعني sunnah, it becomes almost like you know that we have to do it. So definitely I help. But also I think one thing is important in the family that both man and woman يعني husband and wife they understand the role they have in the family in life. Madison Square Garden. Why? It's imagine like this, okay? Islamic singer in New York, in Madison Square Garden, 20,000 people, يعني different people, not just Muslims, like from all start. I usually start with the concept Allah Akbar. So and I would like, of course, sing Open Your Eyes. I would sing, of course, songs about Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the chosen one, and basically all the songs I can sing within this short. This تقريبا 4 سنين, and كان في I was going through one thing in my life, and I was very down, and subhanallah I made dua. I wasn't practicing, I just made dua. I said I'm trying to get out of this, so please help me. And subhanallah, same day there was a friend of mine who called me and told me let's go to the masjid because they have a lecture today, only shabab. So I went there, and that specific lecture was about trials in life. And I was very enthusiastic when I was hearing what they were saying. I was sitting and I had so many questions in my head, and all of a sudden I'm starting getting the answers. So that was the first step to come closer. But still I didn't pray. I didn't stop praying on that day. It took me time. It took me at least 2-3 months until I went to Australia, what I said, to spend Ramadan there, and I started praying there. And but of course, it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy decision. It's there in front of us. It's clear. What's good and wrong, what's right and wrong, what's good and bad. We know it. But sometimes, many times, it's hard to just take that step. Okay, I don't wanna do this. I'm gonna do this. So it was hard for me to decide to quit music and all this kind of things. So, but alhamdulillah, at the end of the day, I did it. It was one of the best choices in my life. ما بشوف as خسرت لأنه I didn't have that good friends. Good. I'm not saying they're bad people, bad human beings, but for me as a person, as a Muslim, it wasn't good for me. So for myself, I separated. So I started slowly, getting to know new friends, etc. So, honestly, I don't there's so many people I don't talk about with as my friends before. It's just sometimes we see each other, we say hello, and so so then you can understand my lifestyle was a little bit wrong before. So but I have a couple of friends that are very dear to me, which I of course still see them. Everyone needs a good friend, decisions and the things I did مثلا, which I can tell you, but I would love to if possible go back and change these things. But at the end of the day, alhamdulillah, for everything that happened, and it's meant to be. It made me the person I am today. Everything that I went through, Sirat Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, of course, because like they say, Qudwa is the role model. So everything you read from there is actually a person who was so beautiful human being, who used to do all these great things. So I'm trying, when I read something, I try to do it as well. شفت ياما ناس مناها تعيش العمر جنبها وبرضه ما يكفيش أحلى دنيا عندي ما تساويش إلا معاك يا رسول الله وحشنا يا رسول الله يا سيدنا شوقنا زاد والله ومهما طول الغياب محمد مشتاق إليك والله محمد قلبي عليك صلى. It's about Maher myself, coming to Indonesia. I know a friend who I met in Hajj, and this friend is from Indonesia, and his name is Mr. Basufi. And so I promised that I would go and meet him one day, but I don't have his phone number, etc., etc. So I went there to look for him. So it's 40 episodes. I'm looking for him, and while I'm looking for him, there's a lot of things happening around us which we get involved with. And it's like everything we go through in life, it's like love, marriage, sadness, someone died, someone who's miserable, want to kill himself or herself. So everything you go through in life, basically, they try to take these important things. But so is the main, all the topics that we are addressing is actually things that go through in that country. So to trying to face it. It was a great experience. I was يعني أنا كنت ضد 100% بالأول. Because I'm not an actor. I was like, I'm not an actor. This is not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Accept the role then. What made you accept the role?
What made me accept the role is that they told me you don't have to act. Basically, you're gonna be yourself.
Okay.
So that made it, alhamdulillah, very easy. And also, they told me about the story, and the story, inshallah, is going to be very effective on people. So this is the main thing. Very important thing is to have good people around. And I have a friend, very dear friend in Sweden. He said something very good one time. He said, I have two group of friends. And he said, the first group of friends, when I see them, I think about football, I think about soccer, I think about TV, I think about fun things. And my next group of friends, when I see them, I think about, did I pray? So basically, the wisdom or the message behind this is that, the people you hang out with will affect your daily life and will affect the person you are, and you will become as well. So I think for me, as myself, alhamdulillah, I have my wife, I have my family, I have my friends, and I try to stick only to people that can benefit me, only to the positive. But still, I'm sounding maybe like it's perfect now. It's not. I go through a lot like this, so it's not easy. Wallahi, I search نفسي. Yeah, I do. بس there are some people that I like to listen to. مثلا بس they're mainly I like to listen to Dr. عام خالد, to Mustafa Husni, of course, أستاذ Mustafa Husni. I like to listen to in the West especially. أنا بفهم لهم أكثر. في إمام سهيب واب he's amazing. For me, I want someone who really have a lot of knowledge but understand today. And there's many people, they have so much knowledge, but they're not adapting it today, because we have to understand what's going on today, and we can't neglect it. So for me, Imam Suhaib is one of them. Imam Zaid Shakir, they understand. For me, I can relate with it. اللي وصلت له الحمد لله. بس لسه في كثير. لا انه in my المرحله اللي انا فيها هلا في هسه ناس كثير لنوصل لهم. وان شاء الله I have so many ideas I want to sing about. I like أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن في اختلاف الليل والنهار. Am I right now? لآيات لأولي الألباب. Because when I started practicing, and of course I heard this ayah. There was a CD with Sheikh Khalid Yassin. I was listening to it, and it was the purpose of life. If you have the opportunity to listen to it, it's amazing. And he really addresses everything, like in life. And he said the first time I heard it was there. It was really beautiful, because when I started practicing, I started seeing things from a different perspective, like really. And it said, مثلا in the car, I'm looking at everything and seeing it in a different way. مثلا seeing the power of it. مثلا you see the sun, the moon, you're seeing the creation, everything. مثلا when I open your eyes, when I wrote Open Your Eyes, my song Open Your Eyes was inspired by that, because I started seeing all these kind of things. So it's already there in front of us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's telling us about these things. But for us, مثلا we see the sunrise. It's like, oh, it's beautiful. Let's go to the beach and see the sunrise. Let's go and see, on the sunset, etc. It's so beautiful. It's romantic. But you don't think about that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's saying it so many times in the Quran to tell us, like, this is what I create. This is the azama of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when I listened to this ayah and I started seeing these things, it's really amazing. And also, when we heard about the Prophet ﷺ, when he started crying for that, when he heard this ayah, and it's really, really a very powerful ayah. And of course, there's so many. Just like that, but so many beautiful ayah that, like the last two ayah in Surah Al-Kahf as well. Just now on Friday, I even posted it on my Facebook. It's if I exactly. Imagine that power of that ayah. إنك لن تهدي من أحببت ولكن الله يهدي من يشاء. It's hard sometimes to really accept that ayah, but it's true. You can. And my brother, he was night and day with me and him, and he was so different than me before. And I never thought I never thought that subhanallah he will come, you know. And I was against him. He became, you know, when I went to Australia, I even brought him with me just to, inshallah, I hope that he will be affected. He became anti. He became the opposite. Like we were fighting, we were like arguing because, and he became the opposite what I wanted. And subhanallah, but now he's like, alhamdulillah, يعني perfect. He's doing everything he has. It looks, أنا أول ما فت لها حسيت حالي في يعني like a court, you know. You're gonna.
Come on.
No, I'm just joking. No, it's fun. I see like shabab and you know, sometimes you go to interview, you sit with khalas one people and then you do the very regular thing. But this is very fun, you know. People listening, people asking, and probably they will ask questions, right, as well. So it's fun, and you look like you're enjoying your work.
أتمنى إنه يفضل متمسك جدا جدا بالأغاني الدينية وما يغنيش غير الحاجة اللي بتأثر فينا، وربنا يكرمه وأنا هفضل أحترمه دايما. طيب قول له شيلان من السويد بتسلم عليك قوي وبتقول لك بارك الله فيك، أغانيك كلها حلوة. شيلان مصطفى ما شاء الله. نورهان بتقول قول له نورهان بتحب أغانيه جدا 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 وبتطلعني من المود الكئيب دايما وبتوصل لي رسالة.
This is actually one thing you asked me, like how do you keep up? And when I read these comments, it's really uplifting for me. يعني بتخليني أحس إنه الحمد لله I'm doing something good, and يعني sometimes honestly والله I feel like the guys know me at Awakening. I told them like I think I'm gonna quit soon. So sometimes I joke with them, you know, but sometimes I feel it, but I joke with them. But when I remember all these kind of things, you know, I'm really like my music is really affecting people. It gives me any energy to okay, it's good, we should continue. Yeah.
أحمد ميدو كاتب من الشخصيات المحترمة جدا ويا ريت يواصل مشواره المميز في الأغاني الهادفة والمميزة واللي ليها طابع إنساني بحت، وبقول لك أنت الشخص الوحيد اللي بتأثر فيا وبتأثر من أغانيك.
إن شاء الله إن شاء الله إن شاء